So it's a pretty rainy Sunday morning here in Cairns, and we've just been walking our two dogs. We took one of them on a little adventure in the car. And today I'm going to talk to you about what that means in terms of purpose and rituals. So I'm Suzanne Rath, and you're listening to Endures for your daily dose of endurance leadership and life lessons. And taking one or other of our dogs on an adventure, it has to be in the car to somewhere different, is one of our little family goals. Other ones are washing the dogs, because we don't do that often enough, and doing our finance spreadsheet and having a date night. And when we hit one of those little goals, what we do is we donate through B1G1 Business for Good, through their family program, to a cause that we have chosen. So the doggies' goals relate to animal welfare charities, and they're not huge amounts. I think one of them is probably the equivalent of like $1 or $2 for if they go on an adventure, through to we do donate more when they have a bath, because as I said, we don't do that often enough. We donate for shark conservation, because that's something that's really meaningful to us. And it got me thinking about purpose and this idea of architecting our purpose, which I'm going to be talking about at the Purpose Compass in a couple of weeks. Which is available online and in person. So you can purchase it. It's all for charity. It's in aid of the Far North Queensland Hospital Foundation. And you can watch it back and do the workbook and so on at your own leisure. Because we think of purpose and motivation and so on like these things that slap us in the face. But if we can think about these little purposeful things and things that we want to anchor in our lives, things that are meaningful to us, like taking our dogs out on an adventure is meaningful to us. It doesn't cost anything. It doesn't even take that much time because they're actually quite a bit older now. So our dog Willow, we just took her down to a local creek and she sniffed around for about 15 minutes, got in the water, gets back in the car. Everyone has a great day. But if we can anchor these little rituals and family goals in meaning where we're then giving back to somebody else, it's not just another thing on our list of things to do, but we know that connecting to purpose increases our resilience. It increases our sense of meaning. It reduces the risk of burnout. It decreases our cognitive load. And it increases our feelings of gratitude and abundance. So we pull ourselves out of this constant negativity. The news is so negative. We've just had the budget. We have a war. We've got a cost of living crisis. It's so easy to get caught into negative thinking and, complaint mode. But we can really easily connect to purpose and, work out what's actually meaningful to us that does not need to necessarily cost money. And so I've decided for everybody who attends my Purpose Compass workshop, either virtually or in person, I am going to gift them a B1G1 family membership. Now, the beautiful thing about B1G1, I've been involved in it as part of my clinical business, Wellness Embodied, for a couple of years now. I went to the conference last year, and it's all about the ripple impact. It's about small things happening in your business, doing a greater good in the world. So many of us give on a reactionary level. And actually, I've been doing some research for my book that I'm writing. And just yesterday, I was looking at this because I'm thinking about the rise of individualism and how much do we actually give to other people? Is there a decline in charitable giving? Yes, there is. And there's also a global decline in regular charitable giving. So we've become this society that are not just reactive to our phones and reactive to our works and, constantly in catch-up mode, but we're actually reactive givers as well. So we'll give for the bushfires, we'll give for the major emergency, but we're not regular givers. And B1G1 enables you to be a regular giver in small ways. And the idea is all of these small little impacts stack up and do a greater good in the world. So anybody can actually get a B1G1 family membership for free. But the ones that I have purchased as a founding, member have already got $10 loaded onto them. So you can play with choosing your favorite causes of choice. They have vetted all of the causes I was going to say all the causes in the world. I'm sure they haven't vetted all the causes in the world, but they vetted all the causes that they support to make sure that they're the most impactful, the most value for money, that they're really doing a greater good. And so there's causes across multiple countries, including in Australia, that you can support depending on, what's really meaningful to you. So that's just one way of connecting to purpose and establishing a bit of a ritual that I'm off to do right now with our family. We've got about 5 donations to make because we've been stacking them up. I would love you to think about what little rituals you can put in place so you can connect to what's actually good, what's meaningful to you, and what drives you. Thanks for joining me. The link to the Purpose Compass is in the show notes, and I'll see you tomorrow for more from Endures. Bye.